Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man, got him hot. Hey, man, can't ball like this, man, Lord. Past the pig skin, when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause her blame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit on my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counting, that's a big number.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between the Carolina Panthers and our home team. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set, 260. Two times. 40.
They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. It's Elliott, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. J.D. McKissick, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. Getting the sense Charles are going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On first down, they go with Dixon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. DK Metcalf hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he connects with Vance McDonald. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, now 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that, see if he can brace up, and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half.
Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And now off to the races down the right side. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But things don't improve fast then. I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Panthers coming out now. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be...
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Tight left. 4 down. Check. Alert. Mike 4.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Big hold of the 30. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Here's Stafford. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Stafford now to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. To the air again, Stafford. And now look at him go. He's at the 50, the 40, past the 20, 10, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. This game really becoming a one-sided affair. Pick 6 there. It's in danger of being over before halftime.
And that's going to be a major league test for both of these teams because, look, you feel like you got this thing locked up, right? But on the other side, in the other locker room, it's going to be a test of pride now. Forget speeches, forget adjustments. What kind of pride do they have to start the second half?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On first down, Stafford here. Over the middle, it's Amendola. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Stafford on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford to the right side, complete to Taylor. The 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Jordan Taylor, his first touchdown on the year. And it's for pride now, but the Panthers do get a bit closer.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Foles to the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll get it to Dixon, running left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now on first, Dixon again. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Foles going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
No.
Now a handoff right side. It's Dixon. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Here's Foles. He'll let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive.
Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Oh, he sheds himself free. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Kenneth Dixon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And this Buccaneer offense is running away with this one. Zerline good with a PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he loses the football the 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball. At the 16-yard line.
Tempo.
Let's go. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right.
They'll run on first down. It's Dixon, and he'll take this one down near the 15. Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Buying time to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll drop to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And this Buccaneer offense, they're running away with this one. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go. Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now onto the field, here come the Panthers. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Throwing again on second down. Stafford. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Let's go! 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Let's go!
On first down, Dixon. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout, as it's time now to send you back. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half.
Keep playing. Good. 180.
Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
The drive begins with a run by Dixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
13.
Check right. Watch 55.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Foles going for Metcalf on the... This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. DK Metcalf, 61 yards. And the Bucs offense continuing to pour it on. Zerline good with a PAT. And that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
He goes, trap! Blue 60!
Coming! I'm coming! I'm coming!
And it happens.
They start on the ground with Elliott. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to it.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Fumbles, that's how you get in the coach's doghouse. The first one lost and it hurt. This time you lose it and it's taken in for a score. It really hurt.
And about that doghouse, it won't exactly be comfortable, and it definitely won't be air-conditioned.
Milk bones?
None.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch 9, watch 9. Heavy, heavy.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Open man is Jacob Hollister. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how he, one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end can be that wide open and uncovered downfield.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they top 30. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers gain a bit of respectability. Extra point up and good by Sanders. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll start the drive with Dixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coach.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Rashawn Gary. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. After the sack on first down, Foles. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Back to throw. Over the middle. That's caught by Metcalf. And it's picked up by the Panthers. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. And at this point, after that return for a touchdown, I guess the only thing is you're asking what else could go wrong.
Not only that, I think that between the two of us, we thought this was over before. I believe now it's really over.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Check 55 to Mike. Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
They'll run on first down. It's Dixon. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the flag, watch the flag.
They stay on the ground with Dixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Cameron Johnston now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. This is taken at the 15. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Looking deep now for Amendola. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be...
He's got a man, complete. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Check. 11.
Again, it's Stafford. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Hey, Charlie. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Amendola catching it left side. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. Fourth down. They snap it to Stafford. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now on second and 13. Foles. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. Third down here.
Good. 180. Let's go. Great. He's tired of you. He's tired of us. Great. Here we go.
He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down. They'll look to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers will get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth. But they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 44.
Play action. Stafford. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in the body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The Panthers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Hey, 5-0.
This looks like a free play for Stafford. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And the penalty, it helps a little, but they'll still have to navigate a 3rd and 9 now.
7. Mike, 7. Let's go, Heavy.
Alert!
Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
From the gun, here's Stafford. He completes it to Bryant. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First catch for Bryant. He's got a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Get that quarterback, D-line.
To throw again, Stafford. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. From the red zone now, Stafford toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
To throw on 3rd down, Stafford toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
53, ready.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
On 1st down, Dixon looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to... And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now it's Dixon. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
On second down, it's Dixon. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short,
and my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Levante David. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Buccaneers, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous? They act like they made us. You know I'm icy in Vegas. This for the that hate us. I make a lot of new money. When it's not savers. You liking my flavor? I think it's cause ice on the wrist. Car on the wrist. Watch out for this. I never switch. I never switch. I never switch.
was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got choked, long. I made her